Elmer here tonight in the East Coast Reflector Zoom room at the top of the hour, 8 o'clock East Coast time. We thought we'd try something tonight, see if we could get a few more people to come and join us, especially newer amateurs that have recently got their licenses. Asking Elmer, being Elmer, it's the first and third Thursday of every month. We have a great time for an hour and a half. Come in, say hello, see what it's all about. Being Elmer or asking Elmer or whatever you got up your sleeve. We've all learned. Every one of us have learned something in the doing it. So let's, there's KQ4SRN already into the Zoom room. We do ask you to just be quiet while we're running the net here in the Zoom room, and then at the top of the hour we will go to a we're going to stay here. I don't know if we're going to stay here or where we're going to go in the main room or just what we're going to do. But anyway, who would like to get in here this morning? Already got KQ, or this afternoon, this evening, whatever it is. We do so many nets we can't keep track. KQ4ZXY is already logged in here. Who else would like to get on here tonight and do a little pop-up net, have a little bit of fun before the Asking Elmer, being Elmer in the Zoom room? Call signs twice. This is Dick, WB2JPQ. Vicky, K8VKY in the log. And call signs twice. N8CBN. That's N8CBN. Mobile. In and out.
Whiskey Bravo 8, Oscar Delta Foxtrot, WB8ODF.
Kilo 4, Mike, X-ray. Kilo 4, Mike, X-ray.
November 4, Romeo Delta Uniform, N4RDU. W2RBC, W2RBC.
4, Alpha Zulu.
KQ4FRR, KQ4FRR.
KQ4 Zulu Delta Foxtrot. KQ4 Zulu Delta Foxtrot.
Kilo Delta Zero, Whiskey Tango Alpha. Kilo Delta Zero, Whiskey Tango Alpha.
Delta Mike Alpha, KSDMA. Wow, let me grab it here for a minute. I didn't think a pop-up net at 7 o'clock on a Tuesday night would be so popular. We missed one. It was a KB2, about 3 from the bottom. The KB2, or the WB2, I'm sorry. The WB2 only, please.
WB2PTC, Whiskey Bravo 2, Papa, Charlie.
I took him off before with that loud noise. I guess we'll have to block him if it happens again. All right, I got a nice list here. Well, I'm just going to read for get things moving here. We only got a little over half an hour, and we're going to go into the East Coast Reflector breakout room, into the Zoom room, and have tonight's East Coast Reflector Asking Elmer, being Elmer, which happens on the first and third Thursday of every month. See, our Zoom room is filling up already. Hello to Jim, and Sean, and Chris, whoever else is in there. So we got John, Dale, Frank, Peter, Joe, Kevin, Randy, Andrew, Greg, Dave, Roy, David, and Sheen. KQ4ZXY was in here early. And I guess N8 ZBN David, new to the system, out of Lake, Michigan. He was just in and out here. Our question tonight is kind of twofold. Do you have a question for the Ask an Elmer room tonight? And I'm saying if you do, I don't want to know what the question is, or I'm not going to give you an answer, but I would, if you have a question, why don't we come in at 8 o'clock and ask the question with our panel of experts? And so that's going to be tonight's question. Do you have a question for the Ask an Elmer Zoom room at 8 o'clock? If so, we'd like to have you come in. So KQ4ZXY, good evening. Davey Ford, it looks like here. Good evening to you. And this is Dick WB2JPQ.
Thank you, call me. KQ4ZXY. Sean over here in Davie. Going up, bouncing off the hard repeater. If I'm correct, can you please come back?
It's not you in the... That's not you in the Zoom room. All right, that's another Sean. Yes, would you have a question tonight if you came into the East Coast Reflector Ask an Elmer, Be an Elmer room?
I don't have a question with Ed. I like to check into these and the morning brew as well. I've been off for a while, but I'm back in. This is KQ4ZXY. Clear on your phone?
Well, after you're around me a while, you'll know I don't make finals, but yeah, come join us, East Coast Reflector Zoom room. Simple way to get in there for everybody. If you don't already know, the bit.ly address that we talk about all the time, the bit.ly/ECR in the word daily, ECR daily. Easiest way to get in. You can also get in off of our website, eastcoastreflector.com. Roy in Blaisdell, K8BYU. Good evening, Roy.
No, I don't have a question tonight, but I'm going to see if I can get this silly computer to boot up here and see you over there in a few minutes. Back to you, KA8BYU.
Might be standing room only tonight, Roy. I don't know. Good to hear you. Love to see you come in there and join us tonight. Ypsilanti, Michigan. I talked to another station on the morning brew from Ypsilanti. WB8ODF. Good evening. VEQ.
Okay, I don't know what that was. I would like to know his call sign from Ypsilanti. Boy, we're a small town, but 2 people. I love it. And you're right, Dick, what a great pop-up net at 7 p.m. on a Thursday. I was in the kitchen making my spaghetti sauce. I heard the word net and had to run in here and check in. You know how I am. And no, I do not have a question tonight. Thanks for doing the pop-up. WB8ODF.
VEQ. Calling in from Western New York. I'm not taking check-ins right now. We have a protocol that we follow here in East Coast Reflector. We take check-ins, and then we go to our stations, and then we take more check-ins. So I ask you to please stand by. Yeah, Dave, we'll stop by. Stop in anyway. It's always a good time we have, and the more the merrier. We're all learning in there, and it's great. I'll get you that call sign, Dave. I'll just go back and look on the log. K4LMX. I think you'll be in there tonight. Craig, you're usually a regular in the Ask an Elmer, Be an Elmer?
Yes, I will. I might be a few minutes late. I'm still at work. Just made up a few extension cords. I will have a topic and a question for tonight. So I'll see you a little bit later. K4MMX.
All right, we'll see you soon. Andrew, good evening to you. and for RDU.
Good evening, Net Control, and to all the listeners out there this evening. Great pop-up, Net, by the way. Thank you for that. And I don't particularly have a question tonight, but I'm always available to observe and learn. So there's all that. All right. In for RDU, Andy, in Franklinton, North Carolina. Back to you, Net Control.
All right, Andy, our Escanelmer B&Elmer is not on the East Coast Reflector. It's in the East Coast Reflector Zoom room. You can get to it numerous ways. Best and easiest way is eastcoastreflector.com. There's a link there to click, or I can give you a bit.ly address. I'll do it in just a minute here. So come join us tonight. It's open to everybody. We're doing a little pop-up nuts just to see if we can get a few more in there tonight. The more the merrier. And thought we'd try something here tonight, so see if it works. Randy, one of our system facilitators, W2RBC. I know you'll be in there tonight, Randy.
Good evening, Dick, Vicki, and everyone on the net. No, I don't have a question tonight. I just called in to encourage everyone to attend tonight's Ask the Elmer. I've been to all of them and want to let everyone know how interesting they are. You know, hams with all levels of experience have had questions answered, such as antennas, nodes, power supplies, and even soldering. The information and conversation is great. Dick also does a great job moderating it. Back to Net Control, W2RBC.
Thanks, Randy. You've been a big contributor there, and we appreciate your support. I'm going to move right along here tonight because we don't have a lot of time, and I want to try to get everybody in. KQ4AZ, good evening to you. And would you have a question if you came in the Escanelmer B&Elmer room tonight?
Hello, and thanks for the pop-up net. Look forward to trying to get in the Elmer room and listen in. I do not have a question at this time. Thank you for a...
We'd love to see you come in, Kevin. Joe, KO4FR, one of our system facilitators and one of our go-to people here. Joe.
Good evening, Dick and Vicki. Good job on the pop-up net. This is Joe, KO4FR, and I'll be there, but I want to have a question. I'll just be listening. Talk to you later.
Right, thank you, Joe. Next up is Bill, KQ4ZFD.
I don't have a question. I have a comment. How hard would it be for you all to put this on the East Coast Reflector? I'm going first thing in the morning and fix it to where I can get into the Zoom room, but some people might not have a computer.
Well, we appreciate that, but there's really no way the format that we use in there that we could put it on. We have the TechNet on Tuesday night, and we have the East Coast Reflector Escanelmer B&Elmer on the opposite Thursday nights or Mondays. First Thursdays of the month. So, love to have you come in there. Maybe get yourself a computer, or love to have you, my friend. We'll move along to Frank, W2PPC. Good evening, Frank, and would you be interested in joining us tonight with or without a question? Just come in and have a good time.
Okay, this is WPPC. I don't have a question. I haven't been on Elmer Net computer program yet, but I figured I'd take a listen tonight and see if I can basically dabble in it a little bit. WB2 PBC back to net.
All right, well, come join us, Frank. We'd love to have you. You can get into the Zoom room from eastcoastreflector.com. eastcoastreflector.com. And there's a tab there to take you right in. You don't need a password or anything. It just walks you right in. Or you can use the bit.ly address that I mentioned before, bit.ly/ECR Daily. ECR Daily, that'll take you right in. How about Dale? KD0WTA, good evening to you.
This is KD0WTA Dale in Minnesota. I don't have a question for the Elmer tonight, but I will be sitting in the room and hopefully soaking up knowledge like a sponge. Thanks for having me on, and back to net control.
Well, we look forward to seeing you in there, Dale, and in there to learn and soak up. We do have a great time. I think it's a great format. We've heard nothing but success stories. See you soon. You can come in now and get in line, get a good seat. I think Jeff is in charge of the seating arrangement tonight. I see Jeff there, KC9TEW. Yep, he's shaking his head. He's got Andy seated and a few others already, so come on in and have fun with us. John, new to the system from Charleston, West Virginia, KF8DMA. Good evening to you, John, and welcome, and you'll be receiving a welcome letter from us. You do have a current on your QRZ.com page, so if you stay up after midnight, I think you might have it. Good evening to you.
I don't have a question as of yet, but just plan to listen and learn something.
Once again, it's not going to be in here, John. It's going to be in the... You need to either a computer or a phone, whatever. They all work. You get in here and... Let me move on to Richard in Hamburg, New York, KD2VEQ. Good evening to you, Richard, and would you join us tonight in the Ask an Elmer, Be an Elmer Zoom room at the top of the hour? Are you still with us, Richard, from Hamburg, New York, KD2VEQ? Well, maybe Richard step away. Let's take some new stations. New stations. Anybody, anywhere? Like to get in here, have a little fun with us for the next 15, 20 minutes? This is Dick. WB2JPQ. Call signs twice, please.
Whiskey Oscar 7 X-ray. Whiskey Oscar 7 X-ray.
N1 CBM, N1 CBM.
KC9TEW. All right, let me work with this list. Jeff, KC9TEW, just called in. He's in charge of seating tonight. On in the East Coast Reflector Zoom room, and he'll get you seated. You got Carlos, N1 CBM. You got Joseph from Portland, W07X. That would be W07X. And Matthew, K2AAZ. How about starting this round out, Matthew? And would you be interested in coming in the East Coast Reflector Zoom room tonight and join us and ask an Elmer, be an Elmer session for an hour? Not going to lock anybody up. You can come and leave at will, but good evening to you.
Wanted to ask, what exactly are you guys doing in the Zoom room tonight? I may not have time, but I just wanted to learn a little bit more. Back to you.
Ask an Elmer, be an Elmer. If you have a question, we try to answer it. If you don't, just sit back and listen to somebody else's question or listen to the discussion. And our past few months of doing this, we've all learned. It's a new thing that we're starting here, that we started here a few months ago on the East Coast Reflector, and it seems to be taking off. And we thought we'd do a little preamble to it tonight on a pop-up net and see how that worked to get people in. So come join us. All the information is on our website, eastcoastreflector.com. Go to the Zoom room. And I keep hearing the doorbell. People are coming in like crazy here. Jeff, we going to have enough seating room? Thumbs up. We got enough room in here tonight? Yep. Jeff's got a thumb up, so he's got more seats, so come on in. How about Joseph in Portland, Oregon? W07X. Good evening, Joseph.
Good evening to you two. I'm mobile at the moment, and I would have a question for the Zoom meeting, but unfortunately I've got class in about 30 minutes, so if I can hop on for about that long, and then afterwards I gotta go. Whiskey Oscar 7 X-ray back.
Thank you, Carlos. We'll see you in a short while. Jeff, KC9TEW.
Good. Everybody on the pop-up net. This is Jeff, KC9TEW. Sounds like I'll be seating you tonight. Dick, I really don't have a question tonight. I want to sit back and learn and listen. These nets are so informative, it's not even funny. Back to you, Dick. Thanks for getting me in there. Talk to you maybe in the net. KC9TEW is clear. Back to you, net.
You just save me a seat somewhere. Back row sign. Who else do I have tonight? Vicky's on the log. Take a few more here. We got another 15 minutes, and we're going to take a little break before Ask the Elmer, be an Elmer starts. So who else is in here tonight? Like to get in, say hello, and let us know whether they want to come in and join us tonight. Call signs twice. This is Dick, WB2JPQ.
BF, PC0BBF.
They put everybody on the spot whether they're going to come in or not. They're not coming in. Hey, Stephen, Lincoln, Nebraska, KC0BBF. Good evening to you. And join us tonight in Ask an Elmer, be an Elmer at the top of the hour. Looking back far as the Whiskey Oscar.
Yes, this is Steve Carr. I'm going to be joining in. I'm just getting things set up.
Hey, great, Stephen. Come in with a question or just come in to listen. That's all good. There was somebody on the 444.8 in Orlando. I don't know if they made a comment or you're trying to check in, but you were all noise. We couldn't understand you anyway. Who else do I have? Would like to get in here tonight and say hello. Call signs twice, please.
November 8, Mike Juliet, November 8MJ on mobile.
unfortunately, the Orlando station, you're all noise. You need to either get closer to the repeater or increase power or something. Marson, Sterling Heights, Michigan. I think I heard you a little bit earlier on the system. N8MJN, good evening to you. You're Mobile. Go right to the top of the list here, but you're the only one on my list.
Hey, good evening, Vic, and everybody on the Pop-Up Net. This is N8MJN. Yes, I'm Mobile, driving from Indianapolis back to Detroit, so I'm coming in on DNR on the hotspot. I'd love to join your Ask Elmer BL because I always have a ton of questions trying to fully understand how they all work and maybe get some suggestions on what would be a good multiband jump antenna for limited space. I'm really considering some verticals. But since I'm on the road, I won't be able to join you tonight. I appreciate all you guys do. So 70 and back to net control. N8MJD.
I think I heard you this afternoon. You were at a gas station making a stop, and where were we going? Indiana or somewhere? I was kind of half listening. I monitor all day, but I don't listen. If that makes any sense to you? I know what's going on, but I really don't. What else do I have tonight? Got a few minutes left here before we need to get out of here, before we go in and start our Ask an Elmer, Be an Elmer meeting. Anybody else like to get in here, say hello tonight, one way or the other?
Kilo Fox Zero India Bravo X-ray.
Well, Brian, new to the system from Greenlee, Colorado. Welcome, KF0IBX. We don't really have a question, but we do have a question tonight. We're just interested to find out if you'd be interested in coming into our Zoom at the top of the hour to our Ask an Elmer, Be an Elmer session we have on the first and third Thursdays of every week. Good evening, Brian.
To you guys, so I figured I would just chime in there since I was listening.
Well, absolutely. Price is the same whether you chime in or listen. Well, there you go. You will be receiving a welcome letter from us tonight sometime, Brian. So you have a current email address on QRZ. Our system picks that up automatically, and we'll send you a nice welcome letter and tell you a little bit about the system and give you a list of all and so forth. This is what we call a pop-up net. We do them every once in a while, not as frequent as we like, but we do them whenever we have time, and tonight was kind of a little experiment that could maybe recruit a few more people to come into our Ask an Elmer, Be an Elmer room. So thanks for being there. Anybody else like to get in here tonight? Well, nothing heard, but that's okay. I will mention one thing. Next Wednesday night, we're starting something new, open mic. And we're going to have 4 different people, probably 15-minute intervals. We'll see how it goes, maybe longer. So that's going to be next Wednesday night starting at 8 o'clock. If you think you're interested in that, let us know. There's a form to fill out, a little bit of criteria whether you have a computer and whether you how you can access the system and so forth. But the form, I don't know if it went out on groups.io. I don't think it did, but it's on Facebook. It's in the news magazine, the Reflector magazine. So it's various places. So anyway, come join us at the top of the hour, everybody. Thanks, Vicki, for a short little logging here tonight. And we'll get off of here and join everybody at the top of the hour in our Zoom room. So everybody's welcome. You don't have to have a question. Just come in and sit and listen. If you don't even want to open the curtain, we don't even have to look at you. Everybody's welcome. Like I said, price is the same. So have a good night, everybody. We'll see you at the top of the hour. This is Dick, WB2JPQ.